It's the Groper Drive-In. We're back here on the big broadcast talking about Breaking Bad and The Walking Dead, which I don't really understand. I'm not a big Walking Dead person. I don't understand the whole thing with the zombies. I don't get it.
I feel like we kind of, you know, and I'm not gonna go there because then I'll have to put a disclaimer on myself.
What?
I was like, kind of feels like just this state sometimes can be The Walking Dead. Maybe that's how I'm feeling. That's why I think we need to move. Am I alone? Okay.
Well, I'll tell you that there is.
Denver's The Walking Dead. Are you kidding me? They don't say anything. They don't do anything. They're so high that they just stand there and stare at you.
I went out there for a Hoist Gracie Jiu-Jitsu seminar like 10 years ago, and you're right. They just don't say anything.
They play shows there, and they dig the music, but you cannot tell by their expressions or the way they stand in the crowd because they're just like.
They're like a Japanese professional wrestling audience. They're very respectful, but they're not going to give you any reaction.
Oh, you get nothing. Like, are you enjoying this? What's going on? You need some chips? Well, we play right next door to a dispensary, so
yeah. Well, my buddy Ross, when he moved out there, he started going to these pot clubs, and they have entertainment.
Oh, we played at one in Washington.
And the pot clubs, they pay them really well, and it's always a good time. But he's like, yeah, people are either baked or they're not paying attention or both.
It was amazing playing in a dispensary. Though. That's a good crazy tour story. It's playing in a dispensary. That was a blast.
Is a dab bar attached to a regular bar?
It's crazy.
Their impulse buys were $5 dabs right at the cash register.
Oh,
ready
wow.
to go. Hot iron thing right there, you're just like, whoop.
What Ross kept telling me was that when he first moved out there, all the edibles, he'd go places and they were sold out of all of them. He's like, what is this?
You got gummy peaches, gummy strawberries.
Yep.
They got everything now.
I've always said if I ever get cancer, I don't smoke, so I'm gonna just immediately just start eating every single pot thing I can find. Because I've heard all that pot stuff kills cancer cells, so get me a big bucket of pot. I don't give a shit. I'll just... We're going.
Well, you guys are close, too. We're not far from Denver, are we?
No.
What's funny is anytime that somebody comes from Colorado and they have a license plate, they always get pulled over.
Yeah.
Oh,
State of Kansas, they always pull them over.
I've heard that too.
Damn
like, don't do drugs. I heard that.
Yes.
Good, that's right.
You know what's funny, though, is that our governor, who basically ruined the state, they got a hold of a whole bunch of sex shops. They had a bunch of people had not paid their taxes, and so they took them all over, and then they were reselling the products. And they were like trying to sell dildos to, I guess, get us out of debt. And I'm like, really?
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait.
Just make pot legal and we're done.
Yeah, you're trying to get out of debt and you live next to Colorado. You're watching all your revenue go a state line across.
Yes.
Like, what are you, retarded? What are you doing? We feel that way in Iowa. In Iowa, we have an agriculture school and we have a medical school. And we're like, what the fuck are you doing? We're made for this.
Yeah.
Agriculture and medicine.
Get some hemp going. Start manufacturing hemp and do the pot thing. Let's get it going.
Look, 420 is not that far. Wait, what's it? It's February 20. Hey, we got 2 months. Let's start making plans.
For what?
420.
420.
Oh my gosh.
People smoke pot on 420. It's Hitler's birthday. What?
We need to. Did you say it's Hitler's birthday?
Isn't that on 420?
I don't know.
Are we gonna go to like a Holocaust museum and smoke pot? Well, what's going on here? I'm trying to keep up. I don't know what we're doing.
Do something really big on 420? See, that tells you I am not a smoker.
Afro Man? What? Gonna punch somebody on stage? What
supposed
are
to go
we doing?
somewhere? Well, I don't know. But I have been invited.
The Ghost
to
of Christmas
Colorado.
Past. What? That's not 420. That's Christmas in July? I don't know. Dead Horse Trauma with us today. I'm trying to get back on track here. You're over here talking about 420 or something.
Oh, but we thought we were. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
Brittany's a big pothead, or used to be, so she would know. But he literally took the microphone off. That's awesome.
They're playing with the mics over there.
Hey, I've had people do worse with those mic stands, so just taking it out of its holster is fantastic.
You don't
Oh,
know
wow.
that mic's been.
It smells like something from
So you guys have a new album coming out.
We do. We do. We're not releasing the title yet, but all in due time. We went to.
You could be like Led
Crisis Lab-
Zeppelin and just
Crisis
call it Dead
Lab's
Horse Drama.
happening over here.
Dead Horse Drama 2.
Thought about it. But
Dead Horse Drama 3.
we're really happy with it, man. We went down to Mississippi for about a month and tracked and recorded with Rick Lander, who's an awesome producer, and definitely going to be our best album to date for sure.
What number is this?
6,
Mark of
Five.
the Beast?
fifth full length. We did an EP back in 2006, but
I don't know what it is.
yeah, anybody who comes tonight, you'll hear like six songs off that new album. We're testing out a lot of new material on this.
Now, do
tour.
you guys have like a when you guys do your on stage performance? Is it just you guys up there singing and doing the thing, or do we have like lights and pyro and you guys are putting makeup on and?
No.
I-
Well,
War paint. We were war paint. Yeah.
for the show.
yeah, we get shit faced.
We get shit faced and then we get up there and do our thing.
Well, the Rusty Needle's a good place for it.
Wow.
If you're gonna get shit faced.
They have a lot of mirrors and stuff.
Not really.
We use those to get shit faced.
Brian from Hemlock, yeah, I think did coke in one of the bathrooms at one point.
Oh shit.
There's a lot
Something.
of drug talk
Brian, you
on this
watching?
show.
No. Hemlock and I have this odd history. Every time I do an interview with them for Jiggy Jag TV, it's never a normal interview. The first time we did one, there was a blow-up doll that the Bullet Boys had used the night before. And Brian's doing things to the blow-up doll.
Used? What do you mean used? Just brought in?
It was just brought in. The Bullet Boys had this blow-up doll they brought in, and then they left it there. And Brian's like, who's blow-up doll? And I'm like, it was the Bullet Boys. He's like, oh, I'm using this during the interview. And he did things. And then the second time we did one was out at, I don't know where it was. The third time was the bathroom at the Rusty Needle. He went in and he goes, we're going to do it in the bathroom. And I said, what? And he goes, I don't have to use the bathroom. I just want to sit in the bathroom and sit on the toilet and do the interview. So we're in there and he's doing the interview. So it's a weird history. So when I say something about him doing coke, who knows? It's it's a hell of a deal. So this new album, you guys went to Mississippi?
Yep. Crisis Lab Studios in Picayune, Mississippi.
Shout out to Kai and Rick Lander.
Yep.
Doing an awesome job.
Yeah, we played a show in Biloxi, Mississippi, and they happened to be at the show and checked us out. And he came to us and said, I want to capture what you do on stage on an album. Nobody's done that yet, and I'm going to capture that. And he did. He did a
That's
damn good
awesome.
job.
Knocked it out of the park. Ridiculous.
We're pretty stoked about the new album. It's going to be good.
Wait.
How long does it take for you to complete an entire album?
We wrote for a long time. The writing is the longest part. You know, we'll sit around at home in between tours. We'll hammer out pre-production tracks. So we had about
We had like what?
24, 27 songs
We started
to
like
pick from.
December 2014 on writing ideas and stuff like that.
And by the time we got to the studio down there, we were locked in there for 3 weeks straight.
Yeah. Then you
Oh,
spend a
wow.
whole week retooling songs and doing pre-production tracks, and then hammer out the actual studio tracks. So I mean, all in all, you know, like a year process with touring in between. We like to stay prepared. Some bands don't go in with anything and they just kind of, you know, wing it, but we wrote as much as physically possible, as much to make sure we had the best songs on this album.
That pre-production era was the most productive part about the whole process.
Yeah, that was a really different experience in the pre-production. We did a lot more than we've ever done before. Kind of had like a really good direction of where we were going with this album before we ever started.
That's cool.
But you all share in the process of writing and creating.
Hmm?
But you all share in the process of writing and creating. That's pretty neat.
Hell of a deal. Now, we have got a couple more tracks here. Well, what is The Murder of Crows?
Murder of Crows. That's a song off of our the album before last, Biops. And it's kind of about the death of liberty. It's kind of about an instance where a sniper is taking somebody out, so it's like Lady Liberty personified as an innocent bystander of the destruction of liberty. So it's kind of like what that's about. It's like a picture, a description of a picture, pretty much is what it was going for in the lyrics of that kind of thing.
Government's doing a drive-by and Lady Liberty just happens to get hit in the crossfire.
That sounds like Bob Hunter's trip to Las Vegas. Good Lord. You'll meet Bob the photog this evening. He's my official photographer. He comes out to all the shows, and he's, I don't know, he's Bob. That's pretty much about it. We'll have the whole thing tonight. We'll have Bob Hunter there at the Rusty Needle for Dead Horse Trauma. We'll have Britannia there, my light girl. And then Reno with her fabulousness, and then I just show up. That's it. I'm just there. Now you guys are broadcasting on the Facebook.
Yes.
What is going on? Is there comments, questions? Is there?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's been comments just flying
We
through this
actually
thing.
just had a comment about a toilet interview that we did with Rick in the studio.
You want us to read some?
Oh yeah.
Hey, let's do
Oh yeah.
let's do a segment called Watching the Watches. You go ahead. What do you have over there?
Oh jeez.
Questions.
So
Everybody comment now.
Everybody comment on stuff.
Everybody
Read
comment
out
on
loud.
stuff right now.
Oh man.
What do you got for questions?
Jignatius Jaguar
What
is
questions do you have? You guys have?
soliciting.
Seth. Colton.
Oh, Colton.
Washburn.
Oh, Colton.
Little Caesar
Garland?
Pizza. Patriot. Yes.
The Patriot,
Seth is
not to be confused with the
mental.
wrestler.
My favorite song so far. Here we go. Sweet. DHTtour.com. Blew my banana sticker. LOL. They in Kansas.
Somebody blew a banana
Easy,
sticker.
Eric. Yes, Mark. Ghetto's Trauma is better. Sorry. All right, buddy. Waves in Kansas.
Not sure what
Hell.
that's in reference to.
See, we're gonna go through. all
Okay,
these
there's no
comments.
questions then.
Yeah.
There's no questions. It's just them.
Some questions.
Well, let's do this. We're gonna play the Murder of Crows while they
do
try to
that.
figure it out.
So how are
And
things been going
we'll
for
be
you guys?
back after this.